Hey guys, Rush G here. We're doing the Ryu house punish video. I plan to rush through this one against Mr. Poster Boy Street Fighter. Shouldn't be a long video because his moves are pretty straightforward. Doesn't have anything particular that's punishable that you don't already know. But let's look at things in more detail. So we've got some normals recorded. We always start with the normals first. Let's do them. So crouching heavy punch. It's not something that he's going to use in neutral ever, but it's minus 10 on block. Heavy block stun. Just to prove that it is minus 10. You can see that doesn't hit. But you can get stand heavy punch. I would probably go for Lion Breaker Tatsu if you were to punish it. DP if you're scared of the heavy kick Tatsu missing. Future cancel if you really want to. So yeah, I don't think you'll ever see that in neutral, so don't worry about that too much. More of an anti-air button, that one. Sweep, one of the most annoying sweeps in the game. I can't stand it. That basic sweep back. Actually, I'd space him out a little bit. He's a bit hitting that too deep, isn't he? Let's try and get a max range. So you can whiff punish it with sweep. Yeah, sweep's the one you want to punish with. Any closer? Now we'll block some on it. CA. You've seen this before now. X Tatsu. Sweep is your most obvious option. That's probably really good because he isn't. It's quite stubby. Okay, there you go. That is max range. That's what I was after. It's that whiffs. Can't stand like kick it. Oh, well, you can. It's gonna be a half an hour video of punishing sweep. A block stun. There's a mess on that. Okay, cool. So you could raw. Ah, you see what happened? There we go. There we go. See that? See how we didn't get stunned? Remember I spoke about in the Rashid video? You throw out heavy punch DP and sweeps. Don't always get the full. You always get the knockdown. I don't know what caused that to happen. Anyway, yeah. So don't heavy punch DP as a punish. Keep it simple. Sweep. The X Tatsu. CA. There are other characters that there's other situations which I'll go into detail with later. Karin's a good example where you can light punch DP, her sweep, and max range, but it doesn't work for everybody. So that's the main three there. Overhead is it? -4 overhead, -6 overhead, sorry. So should get that for free. Not comfortable with that. Back mini punch often works. Let's try it at a greater distance. But my personal favourite, just go for that. Go for full frame. Heavy punch DP. Or the X Tatsu. The X Fireball. Don't let that go unpunished. Make sure you throw out just the full frame if anything. But if close, chin buster. You can crouch and heavy punch as well, but the pushback and the range isn't very good on it. It's a lot of damage though. So yeah, it's risky because that's unsafe, and because the timing's going to be bang on. That's probably the highest damage punish you'll get on that if you're in range. But at max range you won't get crouching heavy punch. You'll just miss. See there, crouching mini punch is the one there. But even that's quite difficult to time. It's because of the block stun, that's why it's difficult. So stick with the easier options if you're not comfortable. This move, -2. So you can't punish it, you can't sweep it, but it is your turn to press a button. Don't be surprised if a Ryu has seen you checking it after you've blocked. If they EXTP after it, that's common for them to do. Especially the scrubby Ryus, they love to do that. This, I believe, his axe kick on both hits is -2. So again, your turn. As long as he doesn't cancel into his fireball, it's your turn to press a button. You can cancel that. I think you can cancel the first hit of that. So have a play around with that in training mode, just get a feel for that move. That's his normals done. So we'll jump onto specials. I don't think his frame data for his normals change in V-Trigger. He has more power in his punches. That's what V-Trigger does. But I don't think the actual frame data changes for his normals. I should note as well his target combo. So medium punch, heavy punch is heavily punchable. Actually, we'll record those. We'll do them before we switch to the next lot. So, right guys, so I'm back. I've recorded those sequences now. So his target combos, as I said, they're punchable. So that is, apparently that's minus, the frame data, -16 that one. It's pretty badly punchable. You even get stand heavy kick, but yeah. Chin buster, line breaker. Heavy punch. So yeah, there you go to there. I don't think you'll see a Ryu throw out target combo very often. So don't worry about it too much. That one's -7, so chin bust is probably best. You got cracking medium punch and tattoo as well. Chin bust is probably best there. So that was medium punch, heavy punch. And heavy punch, heavy kick is -7 as well. That's this one. -7. Interesting, you can duck. Because of the pushback on that. Maybe staying with medium punch is the best to punish it. Because if you look at that, chin buster gets just about reach. So that's -7 anyway, but I don't think you'll see that very often guys, so don't worry about it too much, those ones. So I'm going to record his fireballs. Well, all his fireballs, non-V-Trigger, are -6. So I'll record one fireball. His dragon punches are all crush counterable. You don't need to know about that. You all know you can get crush counts off DPs. We'll do his tattoos and we'll do EX tattoo. So I think... Okay, cool. Yeah, I know what I'm doing next, so we'll record that batch now. So this is going to be non-V-Trigger specials. Right guys, so I've got his non-V-Trigger special recorded. So his fireball, it's -6. Now it has to be spaced very close for it to be punished. Poorly spaced fireballs are actually surprisingly punishable. That is the best way to punish a close range fireball, and you can get that in various ranges. Try and get one further back. Yeah, it's just out of range. That should hit him. You want it to be reversal as well. I've got a few Ryus with that in the past when they throw bad fireballs. I can see they're not aware of where it's punishable. So that's a good one to use. You can't get heavy punch DP. If it's that close, you can heavy punch DP. Don't be afraid to do that. DP. If you're in V-Trigger, even better. Yes, tattoo. That's a 6 frame startup move that. I think even from further out. I'll show you. Watch. It's probably the max range you can get it. Okay. Gotta be a bit closer. Oops. Too close. I think I'm just on the tip of the range. Right, about there. There you go. You can get it, so if they're at close range, not there. There. Oh shit. Surprised that's not hitting. Oh, was it not in V-Trigger? That's probably why. Remember, it's got to be V-Trigger. The non-V-Trigger will not work. There you go. Oh, fucking hell. Missed again. Close range wise. 6 close range. That wasn't reverse, so that doesn't count. Close range, about there. Don't be afraid to EX tattoo that. when you're in V-trigger. His EX fireball, let's have a look. That's plus, but I wanted to put it on here as an honourable mention. It's +2. It's not your turn there. So don't do anything. Expect a meaty grab it in the corner. Expect some kind of pressure after that. Oops. V reversal isn't a bad shout there as well. So he's +2. If he's +2, essentially you're sort of -2. You're 2 frames behind, so you can't do much there. His Tatsu, all his Tatsus are -10. I didn't realise that until now. So if he does a Tatsu, the problem with Tatsus, you don't know which one he's doing. Line breaker, because he's so close to you. That's a no-brainer, line breaker. Stand heavy punch will work as well. So I think let's just record over that. He does different versions of it. Okay. So he says different things. That's how to distinguish the difference. So how many rotations? Fuck, yeah, I have to block high for that. So 3 hits of the heavy. If you duck it, he goes over. You can't punish with EX DP on the way over. You can risk a dragon punch, but you may get hit. So he does cross up. If I stand up as he goes over, quick enough, you can get hit on the other side. Oh, it's quite hard to time. But yeah, you can get crossed up. You've probably seen it before anyway. If he goes over, you got CA. Fuck it out. Could perhaps do that. It's a bit over the top. Just remember, he spins 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then line breaker, or line breaker's best, or chin buster. I often chin buster. Which ones has he got? 1, 2, 3. I think it's 2 now. That's 1, 2. The line breaker. So all of them you can line breaker. EX Tatsu, it's -19, but look at the pushback on it. EX Tatsu will punish that, but I don't like to use EX Tatsu for that. There's got to be a way to punish that. Okay, so heavy kick. Can't. Depends on how it hits. X Tatsu, CA. Is there any non-meter options? Okay, meter Tatsu. It's not much damage. You can meter Tatsu that. Don't like it, go for medium. So EX Tatsu, meter Tatsu, and CA. That's gonna miss every time. I don't know why you do fireball, you could do fireball. Or stand heavy kick. If you don't get pushed back too far, stand heavy kick. His CA, non-V trigger, it is punishable. EX Tatsu. CA. Depends on the range that you're at, to be fair. But that's what range. It's gonna miss. Yeah. So you gotta look at the range that you're at. Can't step kick. Can't heavy kick Tatsu. Could do that, I guess. No, don't do that. So it depends on the range you're at. If you're at a greater distance, obviously your chances of reversing are very slim. So you might have to just jump over it if it's from a distance. But if you get into a block situation, so if you're at range really, you got no excuse not to jump over it. Shit, just don't do that. Worst case scenario, you know what I mean? But if you're close, you've got ways to punish it. I often do X Tatsu, me personally. Right, so let's look at the V trigger. So his fireball changes in V trigger. The dragon punches are all punishable in V trigger as well. So we'll look at V trigger now. Hey guys, so we're back with Ryu's his V trigger frame data. So everything pretty much changed in terms of the way of fireballs. His punches, normal punches, increasing damage as well, but frame data doesn't change. So we'll look at his various fireballs now. I think this is a normal fireball. Apparently this is still -6. I didn't realise that. I thought it was less. Let's see if you can punish that. So his fireball, even though they come much quicker, at close range they're still punishable with any 6-frame move. You can, I shouldn't make a note actually, you can, you could do that, I guess, as well. You should look at crouch and mini punch into DP. You can stand him. Sure, his pad's on the way out. But any 6-frame attack should work, but you wouldn't really get hit by a fireball that close range. But if you're at a bit of a greater distance, CA and EX Tatsu in V trigger are good for that. So this one, I don't know what this is. Okay, so his CA in V trigger, his bar completely deplenishes, his V trigger bar, but it breaks your guard. Turn this down, it's a bit loud. So all you have to do there is to jump out of the way. You can't jump if you're close range. You don't want to block that. If he does that and you're at close range, you could mash super, I guess. It may work. There you go, that should work. If you got CA, that's the only thing you can really do. You can't V-reversal it, I don't think. I got fucking hit by it. Because it breaks guard. Yeah, you can't V-reversal it either. Can't be XDP either, so yeah, from a distance you're fine. You just jump it. But at close range you don't want to block, so be wary of that. If you've got CA and they're in V trigger, you can get guard broken. EX is the same, it's +2 on block. Nothing changes there in V trigger. There's more damage, comes out quicker. Oops. And he has charged fireballs as well. So level 2 is -4. So you punish that close range. So it's hard to distinguish if he's on a level 2 or a level 3. If he charges it in front of you like that, you don't even want to allow him to throw out the fireball. But that's a very unrealistic thing to do, to punish it on reaction. It's probably the best you get if you're close range. But don't stand there. If you can avoid standing there, it's even better, because what you don't want him to do is charge a level 3. Level 3, you can guard break now. And he doesn't need EX to do that. So if you see him charging, you think you can set something up, try to stop it But majority of times that Ryus will do that is on your wake up. They'll set the fireball up to land meaty, so you have to have your guard broken, which is a bit shit. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Ryu. I think the only other thing I haven't recorded, quickly do. Sorry it's been a rush video guys, but it is pretty straightforward, this stuff. You can charge his EX as well. But the charge time for EX is the same as the charge time for level 3 normal. And I think it does the same amount of damage. No, it does more damage. It's the same amount of guard break and it takes the same amount of time to charge. So there's not much benefit really, unless you want extra damage. There's not much benefit of using the EX. You can turn that on. Yeah, he's in a counter hit state once he's doing that. But it's very unrealistic to have somebody throw that out in front of you to punish. So if you do see it, oh no, it's not what I'm meant to do. Try and do something about it, but worst case, just jump out of the way. Just don't jump too early where you land on it, like that. Just wait a little, especially if you've got a bit of space, wait a little bit. If you're close range, just yeah, jump and do something. But yeah, there's no real tactic against his fireball game in V-Trigger because you can't gauge the charge. You don't know if he's going to throw him out raw or charge him as well. So yeah, it's very difficult to manage that. But CA is the one to be wary of. Sorry guys, really bad day today, I'm really tired. Yeah, that's the one to be worried about because of the guard break. As soon as it comes out, as soon as it hits you, you're screwed. So Ryu in a nutshell, his framed out is very easy to remember. You know, there's not much in the way of punishing. His sweep, his overhead, punishable. His close range fireballs, his CA non-V trigger is punishable. The one thing to be wary of with Ryu is he's got a very quick jump in. It's very hard to anti-air him, especially if he's jumping and dashing. His forward dash is deceivingly good. I think he goes under the radar quite a lot, to be honest. His back dash isn't all that, but his forward dash, see that, you can gain ground on him really quickly. From like more than halfway to the screen, you can almost about there. You can dash twice and grab you. And he has a 3-frame normal as well, that. So he can wake up with stuff. Very a good option to wake up with. So with his dashing, his jumping is it's very quick. It's not very floaty. It's like very quick. It's very hard to avoid. And if he's in the air, that move is a fucking choke. The hitbox on it and the hurtbox combination isn't right. That will beat crouching heavy punch. So if you're low on health and you go for crouching heavy punch as Ken, be careful, because if he goes in with that, you're screwed. That's probably going to beat most of your challenges, or you'll trade, which will end up killing you anyway. So that's a horrible move. But watch his movement. His walk speed is okay. His forward dash is a problem, and the range on that is very good. It's better than Ken's. We all know Ryu's love to do that. It does link into fireballs very well as well. So yeah, those are things to be wary of in the matchup, but it's a relatively, it's bread and butter Street Fighter Ryu. So learn the frame data and make sure you punish accordingly and you should be fine. Shouldn't be a very difficult matchup, but if they're very aggressive, that's where you'll have problems. You may get shimmied a lot, you may get thrown a lot, maybe get jumped in on a lot. As a Ken player as well, don't get into the habit of throwing fireballs, because his fireball game is very good. He can easily throw a fireball and he'll jump over them, punish you. So you can be very wary of that as well. Don't get baited into the fireball game, because he has, I should mention that as well. Another thing he can do is, once he knows you're in the mood to throw fireballs, he can tatsu at you. And look at that. Look at his jump arc normally. He jumps about halfway in between both of you, probably less than halfway. Do that, he can land on your head. Go over your fireball and still connect. I don't think he gets a follow up. don't know if you can see A after that. Doubt it. Can't even time it right. No, I don't think he can. I don't think he gets a EX DP as well. No. It's pretty shit for links. I do feel sorry for Ryu players in that sense, because there's some potential links you could get and you don't get. But yeah, be wary of that as well. So some just matchup knowledge you may need to be aware of. So that's about it for the Ryu match, guys. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, I'll see you next video. Take care.